We're going to minimize watching people that have the lives we want on social media and actually start working towards the life that we want. Hi loves, and welcome to my channel. My name is Posii if you are new here, and I am so happy to have you here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how you can become a new and better person for the year 2024. Okay, there are 27 days to the end of the year. There is no better time to start than now. And with that being said, let's get into the video. You're going to want to have a pen and a paper near you because it's a lot here. You need to take notes. You literally have to take notes. Okay, so the first step here to reinventing yourself for the new year is to retrospect. I want you to reflect on 2023. What were your goals? Which did you achieve? Which did you not achieve? What were your stumbling blocks or major obstacles that prevented you from achieving said goals? And what can you do better to achieve these goals in the following year? When you retrospect, it helps to provide insight into the areas of your life that you feel needs improvement. It also helps to provide foresight when planning and making goals for the coming months and years. The second step here is to set clear goals. You want to identify what you want to achieve in the following year. You want to set specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals, which you would take and have a step-by-step process on how to achieve your goals. It's not just enough to say, write a goal. You need to know how you want to achieve the goal. For example, I want to reach 50k subscribers on YouTube in the following year. How am I going to achieve the video? I am going to post consistently once or twice a week. I am going to engage with my audience. I am going to ask my audience what videos they want to see on my channel and put out said videos for them, which will cause them to engage more to my channel. When you set goals, you want to make sure you have a step-by-step, a set down process on how you're going to achieve these goals that you have set. You cannot just set a goal and run with it. Second example, you want to go to the gym. What are you going to do? You're going to look up the gyms near you. You're going to register for one or get a personal trainer. You're going to purchase workout clothes. Okay, these could be your motivation, you know, buying workout clothes or buying workout gear or your protein shake, protein powder, whatever it is you want to get, right? And then you want to follow a workout plan, or, you know, like I said, hire a trainer. Now those are the first steps to starting the gym. And then where the actual work is, you want to put in the actual work, which is showing up to the gym 3 or 4 times a week, or even 5 times, depending on what your goal is. The third step I have on here is to clearly define your values. You want to consider what is important to you and identify your values. You want to align these goals with your values. When you have your values defined, you do not go to certain places, you do not perform certain actions, you do not do certain things, you do not make friends with certain types of people. Now when you have your values aligned, when you align your values with your goals, you are more focused, because if you want to achieve this, if you want to, say for example, quit drinking in the new year, you for sure know not to be in clubs because it's just an environment for you to drink. If you want to lose weight in the following year, you want to go to the gym, you know, make sure you're eating healthy. You kind of want to avoid fast food restaurants and completely stay away from them, right? Setting your goals in line with your values will help you achieve your goals faster and give you a clearer definition of the goals you should set. The next step I have on here is to create a vision board. Now the perfect one will be a physical one that you're going to see every day, but if you live with people, or you know, you just don't want people in your business like that, a digital one works perfect. You're going to go on Pinterest, you're going to collect pictures of things you see yourself doing in the following months and year at large, and you're going to take those pictures, save them to your phone, create a huge collage. Canva is free to create a collage. You're going to create a collage, and what you're going to do is add your picture to the middle of that vision board. You're going to make sure you can clearly see yourself doing those things. A vision board is going to help you visualize your goals and your aim, your objective, whatever that may be, and help you see yourself achieving those goals. It's one step closer. The next step I have on here is to stay educated. So you want to watch the news, read books, take online courses and workshops. When you continuously learn, it keeps you engaged and it unlocks new opportunities for you. No knowledge is ever wasted. When you read books and you gather knowledge, you are able to stand in spaces and speak and have people listen to the words that come out of your mouth. It just puts you in way better spaces when you stay educated. You're not just looking like a dummy when people are talking. You're not just looking confused when people are saying certain things about what's happening. Step 6, and this is going to drag you by your braids a little bit, is to be prepared to leave your comfort zone. Now you want to incorporate discipline and consistency into your routine, and ultimately we're going to embrace change as a natural part of personal growth. With leaving your comfort zone, you have to say you want to become a morning person. You know you're going to have to wake up earlier, you're going to have to go to bed earlier and have a good sleep routine that helps you, that keeps you well rested when you wake up early in the morning. When you're disciplined and you stay consistent, you then need to embrace this change as a natural part. You just have to accept that it's gonna come with the new territory. You're going to have to accept that you have to start sleeping early, you have to start eating healthier, you have to start showing up to classes and more things like that. You need to embrace the change. You need to realize that, okay, I cannot scroll the internet until 3 a.m. We're not doing that in the new year, guys. We're not going into 2024 with those bad habits, okay? The next step we're going to do to reinvent ourselves for 2024 is to cultivate positive habits that is going to contribute to our well-being and success. Like I said, we're going to establish healthy habits like regular exercise, we're going to get enough sleep, we're going to eat well, and we're going to minimize social media. So in the next 30 days, 27 days that's left in this year, that is what we're going to practice, okay? Eating healthy, regular exercise, sleeping well for 8 hours or at least 7 hours. You see those 5-hour sleeps, they're not gonna cut it. They're not. And we're going to minimize our social media intake, because there's this rabbit hole that social media, you know, takes you to. You just start living vicariously through other people. You kind of want the life other people have. So we're going to minimize watching people that have the lives we want on social media and actually start working towards the life that we want. The next step is to surround yourself with people who support you and hold you accountable. You need positive influence in your life, as this can make the process more enjoyable and less stressful. You need to be surrounded with like-minded people. If you're telling someone I want to go to the gym, you don't need people in your life who's going to tell you, oh, you said that last year, you're not going to do it, you're not going to achieve that goal. You need people who are going to say, okay, let's do it. When are you going to the gym? Did you go to the gym today? Are you eating healthy? You need friends that don't say let's go. You know, if you're trying to quit drinking, you need to move away from friends who say let's go to the club every weekend. That's how we're going to achieve our goals. You need positive influence in your corner. You're going to block, delete, repeat. You're going to fine-tune your corner, the people in your corner, and make sure that these people align with the goals you have set for yourself. Make sure they are supporting you, make sure they are kind to you, and make sure they are holding you accountable. Not the set of people that be like, oh, I thought you said you want to go to the gym, why are you eating fast food? You don't need that kind of energy while you're trying to reinvent yourself in the new year, okay? The next step we're going to incorporate into becoming a better person in 2024 is to let go of the past. You are going to acknowledge and release your negative thoughts. Like, you actually have to know that they're there. You have to acknowledge them. You have to work through those negative thoughts for them to leave you alone. They're not just, you can't just keep suppressing those thoughts, because eventually it's gonna come to the surface, okay? You need to remove the limiting beliefs from the past. If there's something, if you said you were going to start the gym last year and you did not, and people say, oh, that's how she keeps saying she's not going to go, she's always lying, you're going to take that, you're going to ball it up, and you're going to throw it in the trash, because we're removing every limiting belief in 2024. We're going to focus on the now. Focus on the now and the future. You see that thing you said you were going to do that you didn't do, leave it alone. Focus on the now, focus on doing it now, and focus on the future. We're going to forgive yourself for your mistakes, all your mistakes, every one of them that you made in the past year. We're going to forgive ourselves for it, and we're going to forgive the people who hurt us. Our mistakes do not define us, and they do not define our future. You have the ability to shape and redesign your future. Your mistakes don't. Now, the mistakes you made, you probably think, I did something that has damaged me for life. Shush. Take that thing, and make it work for you. That mistake you've made, the way you can prove that you are not your mistake is by not making that mistake again. That's just it. You have to prove to yourself and no one else, that you're not making that one mistake again. That's how you're going to be a better person. I made this mistake. What am I going to do to better it? I cannot go back to the past and erase the things I've done, but what I can do is make sure the things I've done don't define me currently, and they do not define my future. I am not that mistake again, so I'm not going to make that mistake again. The next step is to be flexible with your plans. Be open to adapting your plans as needed. Life definitely changes, and life is not constant. The only thing that's constant is change, and things happen and circumstances will change. Now, you have to be willing to make that shift and adjust your approach, but you have to still stay focused on your ultimate goal. Say, for example, there was something that caused you to be sad or depressed that made you eat fast food for like a week or two, when you say you're gonna go off fast food for 6 months. Fine, forgive yourself, right, and start again. You need to be flexible with your plans. Circumstances will happen. You can never really say this is how every day of the next year is going to go for me, but what you can do is to say, okay, if I did not achieve this in January, let me try to achieve it in February. That's how we're going to move into the new year. Okay, the next step is to celebrate your progress. You need to acknowledge every win. Like, no matter how little it is, you need to praise yourself for every single thing you do. I want you to have a notebook where you write down every single milestone. Like, no matter how small you think it is, write it down. And it doesn't matter what it is, make sure you acknowledge it and celebrate it. Now, you can be treating yourself to something you've always wanted, or just giving yourself a pat on the back. Like, acknowledge your wins, no matter how little it may seem or how little you think it is. My last and final step is to support all your goals with God. Nothing goes anywhere without prayer. God is the beginning and the end. He is the all in all. You need to involve him. Okay, if it's not in his will, it's not gonna happen. So you're going to set your goals in alignment to what God wants for you, else you're just going to be setting your goals in vain. If God does not want it, it's not gonna happen. No matter how hard you work towards it, it's gonna seem like it's so close, but you just cannot reach it, right? And you want to make God aware. You want to let the Lord orchestrate your footsteps, let him lead you in everything you do in the coming year, and set your goals according to his will. Pray, because there are spiritual obstacles we don't see. I'm telling you that the angels fight for us even when we don't see them, which is why you need to pray. Okay, you need to pray. You need to command things into existence with according and in line to the will of God, and by his grace we shall all reach our goals and become better people in the coming year. Amen. All right, my loves, that is it for this video. I hope to see the best for you and I in the coming year. I'm also going to be taking the steps and putting them into consideration, because we're all working on ourselves. Okay, guys, and with that being said, I will see you in the next video. Bye.